Well, hello and welcome people to the internet to yet another Zombie Survivors video. The public beta has been out for a few days now. People have been having a blast with it. And if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure that you do check out the Steam update so that you can get this new update that we've been playing for about the past week and a half now. But I'm assuming if you've been keeping up with this game, you've probably been itching to try this version. This version of the game is sweet. I love all the updates. For today, we're going to be jumping in and trying out a pretty sweet team here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be starting with Ghost. Ghost is, I mean, one of my favorite characters in general, but we're going to be prioritizing a fairly strong and potentially bugged synergy. I do think there might be a bug here, but we're going to run with it while we have it. So if we take a look at the tank here, tank and medic synergy. The synergy says that Fury Unleashed now also increases health regeneration. Now, it does. My inclination was that this was just going to be while you're in Fury Unleashed, you get a bonus to your health regeneration. However, the way that it currently works in game is that when you have the synergy going, you get +5 healing per second when it activates. You also get 5 healing per second when it deactivates, and both of those stack. Now, I don't mean stack in terms of you get 10 healing per second all the time. I mean it stays with you throughout the entire run. So you can get your HP regen to crazy high numbers. I've been doing runs here for the past hour or two, just kind of grinding some points, and I'm getting up to like +300, +400, +500 healing per second. Have a feeling it might not stay that way. So for right now, you know, use it while you got it, because I'm not sure if it's going to be sticking around for a while. So we're going to be playing with this synergy. We also have synergy here with Medic and Ghost, where Experiment 21 can fire off, potentially fire off some shurikens. And then, of course, if we go back to Ghost, we also get synergy where with the Medic, we heal 1 HP for every zombie killed by Ghost. So Ghost, we're kind of want to get his damage up. Now, obviously, this isn't really going to scale, comparatively speaking, with the HP regen we're going to have, but it's just kind of nice to have a little bit of burst healing. So we are going to start with Ghost. Ghost, I think, is our strongest damage dealer. And of course, he's kind of going to be the one that we want to invest in a bit. We're going to go into the Isolated City, playing on Endless here. We're going to be playing difficulty 2. I have not beaten difficulty 3 yet. It is pretty difficult. I need to put a lot more points into my like damage meta progression. I've really just kind of been upgrading the things that you need to further progress your meta progression. So that's kind of what I'm currently working on is damage. Now, as far as our badges go, the more important ones here, I guess you could consider probably the reload badges are most important to increase ability cooldown reduction. Because for the most part, what we want to do, we don't necessarily want to increase the duration of Fury. We want to increase the cooldown reduction. So that way we get it triggering and turning off. Well, we're not going to get it to turn off faster, but we want it to trigger faster. So that way we can go through those cycles and get our HP regen up. I am taking more health points, of course. The bigger our HP, our health pool is, the more damage we can take and heal that up quickly. And of course we get more armor, which will also reduce the damage we take. I'm going to take weapon attack speed and movement speed just for a little bit more damage, just because that's pretty much all I have for damage. And then of course we're going to take the crit chance for more damage. You could look at this and be like, why don't we take the healing badge for a healing bonus? But you know, ultimately we already have so much healing, it's really not necessary. And once you start getting this kind of HP regen, the most likely way you're going to die is through like 1 or 2 large hits. And if that's the case, healing over time is not really going to counter that. It's more so going to come from, you know, well, to counter that, you would need like really fast, large heals, which is not necessarily something that healing over time is that powerful for. Now, for starters here, I think we're going to go with Kunai Dance, but I do want to level up our weapon attack first. In terms of what I'm going to be leveling up on certain characters, Ghost, I definitely want to get to his tier 3 weapon pretty fast. So as long as I have a secondary attack, that could either be Hollow Ghost, that could be Kunai. I do want to get up to his tier 3 weapon though. And then as soon, or all the different military upgrades, I will likely be working, increasing Ghost weapon damage. We will likely be doing ability damage on tank, mostly because we're likely going to be getting the taunting mines. And so since we're going to have a bunch of enemies sitting on mines, we can use that to our advantage. I'm going to re-roll here, looking for the katana, especially once we get that AoE. That's, you know, that's definitely going to help us get a few more levels quicker here, especially in the beginning. There we go. There's that katana splash. It's all right. We'll take a little hit here. Totally fine. Now, what I was wondering is, basically, once I was playing around with this tank medic synergy, I was wondering whether it would be worth it to... let's go ahead. Yeah, reroll this. I was wondering if it was going to be worth it to actually start with tank and pick medic up second in order to get that HP regen as high as possible. However, I don't think that that's necessarily the best case scenario. Really, what it comes down to for me is that the medic isn't very good for damage, at least at the start. She can, I mean, so, okay, I'm going to hold that thought. I've actually really enjoyed playing with Windcutter recently. If you guys have seen my past videos, you know that I'm a big fan of Thousand Cuts, but Windcutter has actually been decent for me, especially, you know, especially for now, because the AI has been changed where, oh, yes, we definitely want that. Especially now that the AI has been changed where they flank you a little bit easier. And I don't want to medic this early, so I'm going to look for, come on, yeah, I was going to say, give me tank, definitely want tank. Because they flank you a little bit easier, rather than just doing damage to everything, really what I want to be doing is killing things so I can make my way through the crowd, and Windcutter has been very good at that. So I'm actually going to start working on Sawblade Drone here as well. Sawblade Drone is just like, so far what I've found is it's one of the highest damaging skills in the game, which is really weird. I wouldn't think that, but every time I play, it's always like really high up on the damage meter. So getting that early is definitely something I want to get built. And that being said, the other thing I want to get built is Hollow Ghost. Having a skill that can taunt for us is going to be pretty helpful to stave off some of these enemies, especially when they keep running, you know, straight at us now with this this new AI they're working with. It is a bit more difficult. Everything I've been seeing on the Discord, everyone kind of agrees that the game is definitely more difficult, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just very much it's a change of pace from how the game felt before. So, what do we want to do here? Retaliation is actually not that bad. I want to save my rerolls, because now when we get our next SOS, I'm going to want to save it to try and get medic. And then we can use it on these items later. I could also go with Pocket Watch. There's some nice synergies that you can do with Pocket Watch, like there's the item that whenever you kill a boss, you get a killing frenzy, which is nice. I think, though, for right now, I'm just going to take the boxing gloves. Just because we don't have, like, huge damage, it's going to help us get rid of some of these bosses a little bit easier. And I think if it comes up, I'm going to keep working on Fury Unleashed. That way we can go ahead and share it with everybody. And now that we also have it, if Medic comes up, or if another SOS comes up pretty quickly, we'll be able to grab Medic and get that building up. Here we're going to go Sawblade Drone. Yikes. Okay, here we'll go Fury Unleashed. Okay, here, let's go. I'm more interested in getting Hollow Ghost leveled up than I am Kunai, so let's do that. I would like to get up to lasers. I've tried both Hollow Ghosts. I don't think the the cool, like the freezing trail Hollow Ghost is very good. I definitely prefer the laser Hollow Ghost. Oh boy, there we go. Nice. Okay, there's a Saw Blades. And Saw Blades again. We can work on the shotgun a little bit later. Right now, I want to get these abilities leveled up. Okay, let's go work on this boss here. Try and get him dead. There we go. Nice. There's the cogwheels. Perfect. We'll take those. Okay, so what do we get here? Ability cooldown. Yeah, so this is what we want. So initially when I was playing with this, I was playing with the ability duration because that's what I figured we want, right? But you can kind of do the same thing with cooldown reduction, right? So we can go ahead and reduce this. Since your duration is 13 seconds, your cooldown is 45, and actually getting a percentage in, well, how does it work? I would assume that a percentage increase, I would have to do the math, right? Because we're starting here at 32, but a percentage of 45 is going to be higher than the same percentage on 13. So, yeah, just go with me on it. Just go with me on it. I would assume that what I'm doing is correct. Whether my explanations was correct, probably not. Probably not. All right, there's Medic. Perfect. So, let's take a look at this right now. We're going to kind of keep pausing in and out for a few seconds just so we can see this. So right now, our health regen is at 3, and this is just coming from meta progression. So, we'll kind of keep an eye on it for the first couple levels, just so that way we can, you know, see a demonstration of what's going on. And next up, I'm going to start working... Let's do Minefield first. I do want to get Stim Pack up, but let's get Minefield because we get more taunts that way. Okay, so we have Fury up. Now we're up to 8 per second. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on it here now. Let's not explode. Can I get this without going in the poison? No, not really. Here, I'm not... Well, we could take the Sugar Rush. We could also take Nuts and Bolts, but... Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to take the Sugar Rush. Now let's keep an eye. Okay, so Fury is about to run out. So we're still at 8 seconds. Fury Unleashed is literally about to run out. I'm going to take Experiment 21 here since we're going to get... we have the synergy there with Ghost. Okay, so it's now run out. If we come in here... Okay, so... Here's the thing. I haven't fully figured... I have a feeling... This is why I think it's a bug. So you can see we're back down to 3. It's going to change. Trust me. Trust me, it will. So, let's take Hollow Ghost here. Let's take... I also think there might be a bug with Resuscitation, because I've taken this before, and this definitely did not revive me. So, we'll probably pick up 1 and see if it revives us on our first time. I'm going to go ahead and take a Wind Cutter here, and then we'll grab Shotgun, start leveling that up. Okay, so there's the next Fury Unleashed, and we're back up to 8 seconds, which is what we would expect, right? We would expect that it would turn off once we leave, or once we enter, or, yeah. We would expect that it would turn off when we leave, and we would expect that it would turn back on once we got in. Now it's gone, we come back out, Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's happening, because I can guarantee you the time I played before this, it was definitely sticking around. Maybe there's something I'm missing though about the ability. Oh wait, maybe it has to do with the fact that once it's shared. Maybe that's what we need to do. Okay, so let's work on let's keep that in mind. Maybe it's a bug with the evolution of Fury Unleashed. Maybe that's it. Or maybe there's a synergy in there that I'm just not catching. Because I think how it's working right now is how it's supposed to work. Ooh, weapon damage. Let's do that. Let's pop it on a ghost. I'm actually gonna reroll. See if I was gonna see if I can get Fury Unleashed because I want to get that up faster now. See if we can isolate this and see if we can figure out how it's working. Let's see here. Let's actually take the pump action and then we can start working on the minefield. Okay, here I'm not really a fan of any of these, to be completely honest. I suppose I'll take Slingshot. Because I'm likely gonna go with minigun over the rocket launcher, but I mean, other than that, you know, we're not really applying kinetic with anything, I don't really think. Yeah, we'll just take it. We'll probably replace it at some point. Just double checking. Okay, we're still working as we expect. And let's go Hollow Ghost here. There we go. There's level 4 for Fury Unleashed. Now we just got to get, I think it's called Cooperation. It's the one where we share the stats. That's what I'm looking for. We could go for the one where it's always active, but that would actually be counterproductive with what we're trying to prove here. that would not be what I would want. I actively want it to turn on and off. Okay, yeah, and here we're going to take Laser over Sub-Zero. Same exact stats. Obviously, we're not really building into, you know, the ice tag here. And the path itself doesn't really do all that much. So I'm going to take the Laser since it actually, I mean, it looks pretty cool. But obviously, they're going to split and do damage to enemies as they pass through them. And it kind of gives you a little bit of an arena that you can hover in, doing a little bit more damage to enemies as they come toward you. Okay, crit damage, ability cooldown reduction. Or do we just want more crit chance? I think I might actually put crit chance on Ghost. Help out his weapon damage a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and take... Let's take the shotgun. Let's work up to the minigun. Okay, give me something good. Give me something good. +3 to every damage type tag. That's okay, because our damage is pretty spread out. Okay, yeah. We'll take that. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. It'll do for now. It'll help out our damage overall a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now that we have we can still see we're still at 8 seconds. Ability is now equally shared between all survivors. So I haven't thought about the fact they also changed this wording, which I appreciate. So I got this confused before because there was an added line of text here that said add a 20% 20% bonus. And I realized it after I recorded the video that it's literally giving a 20% bonus to all these. But I was thinking that there was a stat bonus, then there was also a 20% bonus, but it was just there. It was just a redundant line of text, basically. So they did remove that. It's much more clear now. So, okay, so now we're at 8 seconds. We have it active. We're at +8 per second. We're going to take cooperation here. And we're going to, again, go back to kind of pause buffering here to see if we can identify what's going on. So we just activated again. Now we're at 13 per second. So we're going to keep an eye on when that Fury runs out. And I'm assuming that we're going to be up to 18 healing per second all of a sudden. There we go. Runs out. No, we're still at 13, but trust me, we're gonna keep going up here. It just activated. Okay, so now we're up to 18. So maybe I was miscounting. I could have sworn. Maybe it was overlapping. Maybe I had my... There's no way I had the cooldown shorter than the duration. Okay, still at 18. Take the shotgun. Let's take the ability damage, put that on tank. Okay, it ran out. Yeah, see, it ran out, and now all of a sudden we're at 23. So it seems like sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not. There's got to be something going on where it's like, I don't know. It must be, maybe it's getting confused that it's on all 3 characters. I'm not sure, but in a couple minutes we'll double check it, and it's going to be way higher. But it's basically 5 healing per second whenever it turns on and off. But it seems like it doesn't do it for the first time or two. That has been consistent in the last couple runs that I've done. So now we're up to 28. Gonna take experiment 20. Do I take experiment 21? Maybe I think I just take bombing strikes. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do 2 more levels into the shotgun, get the minigun, and then once we have the minigun, then we're gonna be focused on other stuff. I might work on Stim Pack too to get another buff going. Okay, there's the minigun. I also need to work on Minefield. Man, there's so much I gotta work on. I have like barely anything worked on for Ghost. Okay, give me an actual good item this time, please. Ability area increases for 5 for every... yeah, no, we're not taking that. None of these are really super great. I think I'm just going to take Ring of Power. It's not really what I want, but I'll take it. I think ideally right now, I want the... I think it's the Power Glove. Is the Power Glove, it gives like a 40% boost to kinetic, slashing, and explosion, and then you lose some elemental damage. I think that's the one. And I definitely want to grab that. Just keep going Bombing Strike. because that would help out my minigun damage and ghost strike quite a bit. Quite a bit. And I guess it would also help out the medic right now while I still have her on her pistol. There's that ability duration. Could just go ability crit damage. Ability cooldown reduction. There we go. Seems a little weird to go with a common over a rare, but again, I don't really want to... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. If we take a look at... Where are we at here? Oh, it doesn't actually show duration and cooldown? Like, it doesn't show the change number. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because right now it's so close. You can see I just dropped it and already popped back up. So our time between is actually very short. So now I don't really need to worry about duration or cooldown on tank anymore. I can start swapping it over to other characters. Yeah, it's about a two second interval between having it up. So we basically we have both evolutions for Fury Unleashed. And I based on everything I've tried, I think that there should actually be a different upgrade or a different evolution to Fury Unleashed than what it is right now. I think having it active all the time just for the tank isn't that great, especially, I mean, you can see the fact that now obviously we have the badge that increases our ability cooldown, and then we've also pumped a couple military points into him, but it's really not that tough to get the duration and cooldown about the same on Fury Unleashed. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to take Scouter here. Weapon attacks on full health enemies are now crits, and then we get more crit damage, so we can definitely work with that. Especially with the minigun, having so many shots, it's almost always going to trigger it as soon as that cooldown goes off. Okay, let's start grabbing Stim Pack. We get more attack speed, move speed, weapon cooldown, just all the good things. And then if we get that to max, we can... So... what I have been doing in the past, and I just realized I should probably not be doing this, the two different evolutions are, whenever you use it, it gives you heal 10% of your health is healing, or 100 armor. And I've been taking the healing one, but I'm thinking that I should definitely be going armor, actually. Where can I actually see... Armor's back here, I just saw it. Percentage amount of damage reduction that happens every time your team takes damage. So, but that's just showing a flat amount. Okay, so we'll see once we get there. I was going to see how much damage reduction that amount of armor would give. But if we have 65 armor, I don't think it's reducing damage by 65%. That would be a little busted. Yeah, see, now you can see our health regeneration all the way up to 148 now. Let's get Wind Cutter up. Let's go ahead and... let's just max out Wind Cutter so that way we can get out of the pool. You can take weapon damage, weapon crit chance. I think I'm going to start taking weapon damage. I'm actually going to put it on the tank. Yeah, we already have some weapon damage here, and... I'm not sure exactly when diminishing returns start, but there is going to be some, so I'm going to help out the tank a little bit. And each bullet on the minigun is not that strong, so we're just going to increase that percentage and try and get that damage up a little bit. I guess you could argue that a percentage increase on a small number is not going to give you that much of an upgrade, but I guess you also got to take in consideration the fact of how many bullets they're firing off. So even though you are getting a small flat number increase, you're firing off so many that it's probably going to average out. Okay, I'm going to go with Minefield here, so that way hopefully we can get the taunting mines. Horde's evolving. Danger level 14. That's gross. Pocket Watch is actually pretty decent with the Sugar Rush. So I'm wondering if this bonus stays on us. We already have... Yeah, we already have crits here, so I think I'm going to take off the slingshot. That was stupid. I should have taken off the thing that gave just +3 to all damage types. It's okay. I think we were going to take both off at some point anyway. Okay, so we'll get Bombing Strike here. Actually, maybe I didn't want to take Bombing Strike. Maybe I didn't, because I'm not sure which evolution I want to go with, and now I'm going to have two, you know, an extra 2 skills in the pool to pick from that I might not want to see. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. It is going to do extra damage, though. And we do want to make our way up. There's a 5% chance that affected enemy will invoke a lightning strike that deals some extra damage. Okay, so there's a little bit of reason. Well, we're going to go with Taunt here. Because the flip side of that is if we go with the Chemical Bomb, we're going to get some additional benefits once we start leveling up our medic for chemical damage. Here's ability damage. We like that. Yeah, that'll be good. Obviously with our blades and with our taunting mines. Make sure that when they explode, hopefully they actually kill things. Or at least mostly. Obviously, zombies are going to be getting a lot more health and probably not get to the point where they can be one-shot anymore. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to take the supercharge. I don't really have a big preference one or the other. If there is something that I'm missing and there is, you know, maybe there is a reason to take one over the other. Maybe there's a small, like, corner case scenario or a synergy I'm not thinking of. Let me know down below in the comment section. That would be sweet of you. Let's go ahead and take Stim Pack. Work our way up to get that extra armor. Okay, we'll keep getting Stim Pack up. I mean, it's funny, like, really, realistically, we're only doing a two-person run. I mean, Medic is really... Well, I guess that's not completely fair. Yeah, that's not fair anymore, because we have the Experiment 21 and we have the Stim Pack going. Never mind. Forget I said that. Yeah, none of these I'm not going to swap out any of these. Ow. That's not bad. I walked into that. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the resuscitation. So we at least have it. Now, I'm assuming I don't think we're gonna die here. Knock on wood for me, guys. I don't think we're gonna die here in the next 3 minutes, but even if it needed to charge up, that would mean that if I die before what? If I die after 22 minutes, it should resuscitate me. But yeah, the last time I used it. So there we go. Additionally, increase. Oh, it's only for its duration. Oh. Well, I think that's still reasonable. I mean, it's still better to take this than it is the healing. We're already going to have so much healing. Weapon cooldown reduction. Who has... So cooldown is 1.1. They're both 1.1. You already have 55.2. And you already have 55.2. But your damage is higher, so let's give it to Ghost. These are like the slowest moving shuriken I've ever seen. They're just kind of like hovering. So, do I keep working on kunai dance? Or do I start getting handgun up? I think let's start getting handgun up. Let's start getting into the chemical damage with the medic. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that is wrong. Every time I play with the medic, I always look at the medic's damage and I'm like, wow, that was just pathetic. And I think the reasoning for that might be because basically all of her damage is coming from dots. And if I kill things faster than the dots can do damage, it just means that she's not doing that much damage. However, maybe it is correct to level up her gun to get to the freezing grenades. Those might actually be a reasonable pickup. Give me the glove. No glove. Ability attacks and full health are now critical. How effective is that going to be? We could also just get Ruby Gem. I mean, it's +6. +6 weapon crit isn't that bad, but we get 12% weapon attack speed, 18% weapon cooldown reduction. You know what? Let's go homing pigeon. Because if I end up taking this, I'm going to be swapping this out anyway, which is going to drop these 3. So, yeah, we're just going to do this. And here, let's take Experiment 21, because I think we can work that up to Cryo as well. Right? Because most of my damage, like I was just saying, most of my damage is coming from Ghost and Tank. I'm not concerned with really increasing the medic's damage. She's mostly there for support tactics anyway. So, with that being the case, I would rather just focus her on getting her cryo status going. Especially as we start going deeper into this run, where things are going to start getting a little hairy. Ability damage? Yes, please. Okay, let's work on Kunai over Pulsar, considering Pulsar only hits things that are very close to us. Now, obviously, we're getting close to enemies, but I'd prefer not to. Oh, give me the money. Give me the money. There we go. Nice. Let's... Oh, that's... Oh my god. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, wait, I haven't taken Shuriken, but we've obviously seen the Shuriken. That's from the medic ghost synergy. Duh. So the slow Shuriken are from Experiment 21. That's what I was missing. Okay, there's the handgun. One more level, then we can get the syringe. Now we can just start chaining killing furies, potentially, if there's another boss. There's another boss down here. What do we got here? Damage against enemies is increased by 20% for each status effect on that enemy. So, I don't know that I necessarily... Do I want that? We're not consistently applying Electrify. Yeah, I don't think we want that. I'm just going to pass up on these, actually. Might take the guitar. If I could find the guitar... Let's go ahead and take Experiment 21 here. If I could find the guitar, that would give me more rerolls and a way to find the power glove. I might go for that. I'm surprised we haven't seen the power glove yet. I even went through my item pool before this, which I hadn't changed in a little while, and banished a whole bunch of stuff that I knew that I would never use. Weapon crit damage. Lovely. Do you want some more crit chance, though? Keep getting that up. We'll get the evolution, get out of the pool, and then we can start working on the medic's weapon. Although I guess I'm not in like a huge rush, especially if we're going to get the cooling grenades for Experiment 21. There we go. Grenades are ice only. Kill the boss. Kill him, kill him. There we go. Nice. Give me the glove. Give me the glove. God dang it. We are critting quite a bit, so I could take the mod chip. I guess the question still remains... I think I'm going to take off the Sugar Rush now. I don't think we need that. I think we're going to get enough bonuses triggering with the mod chip, especially with our our fast attack speed, like with the minigun. And then we also have all the ability crits coming off too. We're just like critting everything. Okay, I'm going to take the syringe gun over the other upgrades. Gotta kind of force myself to focus on that one, because again, it's not one of the exciting upgrades to do, but I feel like maybe we just gotta do it. Syringe gun again. I would love a magnet. Magnet would be great right now. Just like power through like one additional level. Maybe a second. Ability area of weapon attack speed, ability duration, weapon damage. Put weapon damage on tank. Although, yeah, maybe that should have gone on Ghost, because he has such high crit damage. Yeah, I always think about things after I do them. It's not the best order to do things, typically. Typically, you should think about things, then do them. Okay, we're going to help out the minigun here. Glove? God dang it, man. No glove. Yeah, I don't really care about any of these. No, I don't want to lock down. You know what? I'm just going to banish. Help up my pool a little bit. I'm not really banishing anything else, so I think that's fine. Oh, I also want to double check because our armor... Oh, our stim pack just wore off. I want to double check what it brings our... like, how our armor reads when we have the stim pack up. Oh, there we go, stim pack. So 165%. Yeah, okay, so this tooltip is a little off because I don't think it's reducing our damage by 165%. It could. That would seem like a very overpowered ability, though. Like... for this to read for the duration of 6.3 seconds, reduce all damage by 100%. Yeah, I don't think that that would be reasonable. So I think there's just a discrepancy between the tooltip text and the actual number that's being shown. Okay, let's try and get the evolution on Shuriken, and then we can get that out of the pool. And if it comes up, I'm likely going to take the... Like, if I have a choice, I'm probably going to take the one that bounces between enemies rather than kind of boomerangs. There's a magnet. Sweet. Okay, yeah, and we get the choice. So, I think here... Yeah, I think I'm taking the single one rather than the shuriken boomerang. Okay, let's get Kunai up, then we can work on evolving that. Weapon cooldown reduction, ability area. Let's give it to Ghost. Let's just get his high power crits going as fast as possible. Ooh, we got some drop-offs over... Oh, careful the damage, careful the damage. Okay. Let's keep getting syringe gun up. 2 more levels to go, then we can focus on getting fun stuff. Hey, there's the glove. Okay, what are we getting rid of here? Probably just... Are we just getting rid... I think we're just getting rid of boxing glove. Yeah, we can just get rid of that. That damage is going to overall be compensated for with the glove itself, and we also gain that 10% back that we lost from the boxing glove on normal enemies. Which will actually be beneficial, since a lot of the damage that ends up going on to these small enemies are like from our mines that are taunting. So it'll help the mines do a little bit more damage. Okay, at this... Yeah, okay, so we're going to get kunai again. Got 1 more level to evolve that. Do we want microbombs or do we want cyanide? I don't think we care, but they're thrown twice? I wish I knew what the damage difference was between explosions and then, like, being thrown twice. I haven't tried this one yet, so let's go ahead and try kunai cyanide, see how that one does. And it's not like we're really building into... What is our explosion? I mean, we're already at 15, so there's no real sense in doing that. So if we get our chemical damage up 2 more points, then we'll have on-death explosions have a bigger range. And yeah, you can see our health reach at 668. So clearly, we've been toggling it on and off a few times here as we've been playing. Do we just get weapon attack? Or I'm going to go weapon crit chance here rather than attack speed. No, I don't really want any of these. Again, I'm just going to get rid of the detective's pipe. I'm not really banishing anything else, so again, I don't mind using it there. Okay, here we're going to get the minigun. 1 more level, we can get that maxed out, takes that out of the pool, we don't have to worry about seeing it anymore. I'm not going against that wall. I've died way too many times pinning myself against that wall. Like, literally that specific wall. Okay, we're 1 away, 1 away. Nice. That should get us there. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go freezing flasks here. Now, my hope is that the freezing flask will... Okay, let's just get minigun, get that out. So the freezing flask will hopefully hit enough enemies, and basically, over time, the fact that it's slowing down enemies will hopefully give us, you know, a bunch of quote-unquote health or protection from damage, if you want to word it that way. I'll take the medical drone. Man, the health regen on the medical drone is just, like, not that good. I think I mentioned that when we played it the first time, that it either needs a pretty sizable buff or just needs to be changed completely. Duct tape is interesting, but I think it's too late for that. Retaliation is interesting. Getting that additional armor is actually kind of reasonable. I think I'm just going to lose Pocket Watch because we have so many... Let's see, don't we... No, we lost the sugar cubes. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it over Pocket Watch. I don't think I really care that much about that anymore. Especially since I lost the synergy with sugar cubes. So we could take crit damage, ability cooldown reduction, ability duration. I think I'm just going to take the ability cooldown direction on Ghost. Although, maybe you can argue I should have put it on Medic for the faster stim pack. I don't know, but we're doing okay, and honestly, okay, hang on. Knock on wood here, because I was just about to say, we're getting pretty close to beating my record here. I think my record is like 35 and change. I don't remember how much change. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? I think I'm just going to do freezing class. Now, to be fair, my record was done on the was done previous to this build, so it was on the old build before this beta version. So I don't know how the difficulty stacks up with that, right? I'm assuming that the standard difficulty back then was easier than difficulty 2 is right now. But that being said, we also have evolutions now, which are much more powerful than anything we had back then. And pair that with the fact that our HP regen is almost 800. I think we're in a little bit different ball. You know, we're playing a different game. We were playing checkers back then, and now we're playing football. It's like, how do you even compare the two? Well, you don't really. It's just like, you can't really compare the two. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna keep... I guess I'm just working on that. Weapon cooldown reduction. Okay, we're gonna keep that on Ghost, since Ghost has the highest damage potential. When a damage dealt against a full health enemy is critical hit, the fire damage amount is half higher. Is that better than... This is an extra 50% damage. I can't imagine that's better than Ring of Power, because this has got to be at an additional 50% damage right now. It's hard to tell, though. Right? I wish there was something... Is there? Difficulty level 2? I'm pretty sure this Horde level is higher than difficulty level 2. Yeah, I wish I could see what this was at. I don't see if there's any indication of that. So because of that, I think I'm going to keep this. I definitely want the Power Glove. See, like, this has an indication on it. The fact that this doesn't have an indication is weird to me. So some things do have indications and some things don't. I guess you could argue that retaliation is maybe the thing that comes off. But is that even worth it? This gives me a 50%... Yeah, I don't think giant enemy crab is worth it. I think I would rather have the armor. Because, again, like we talked about at this point, the way that I die with this much HP regeneration is by big hits. And armor is going to help reduce that and help us survive those extra couple seconds to regain the health back. So even if the math worked out that the giant crab would increase my overall DPS, I think it's still better to have the little bit of extra armor, because that could be the difference between life and death. Okay, let's get this maxed out. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's get... I'm trying to think of what the evolutions of this were. I think it's when you heal, when you revive, it basically works like a magnet. But again, I'm going to feel really bad if I level this up and then it doesn't work. So I think I'm just going to start working on Pulsar. That way we can push enemies away from us a little bit more. Because again, what did I say at the beginning? If we got past 22 minutes, then it should be activated if it started off cooldown. And I can confidently say we have passed that 22-minute mark. Okay, so let's keep going with Pulsar. Let's just focus that up. Oh, there's a killing frenzy. Let's grab that. Ooh, there's the weapon crit chance. We love to see that. Let's go ahead and give that to Ghost. I'm not sure what else I'm looking for here, if I'm looking for anything at all. Yeah, none of these. Yeah, see, now we're starting to take some bigger hits. And it's not even necessarily that we need to take one or two big hits. We could just potentially take like 4 or 5 medium-sized hits all in a row. and that would be enough to knock us out. Oh, that's where that HP regen comes in. Holy crap. And that's also where that armor could have kicked in too. We got pretty close to death there. It didn't look like it because it was fast, but oh boy, there was a second we were very low. Okay, can we grab this level, please? Yep, so let's take the unstoppable, push some enemies back. Yep, nothing there. I think we've gone through most of the item pool. I think I have everything that I want. I am being greedy, though, and kind of running straight for this military point. That could end up getting me killed as well. Are we at 1,000 yet? Oh my god, literally like the next... Once this ticks down, we're going to hit 1,000 healing. Okay, let's get this medical drone up. There... There we go. Okay, well, I don't think that that exactly equates to... What even is that? 1E? That almost looks like it should be an exponent, but I think it's supposed to be... I think the way it's... I think the way it's working is it's supposed to be showing 3... I mean, it's supposed to be 1,000, but that's very strange. 1E, I guess, is technically 1,000. In this world, right? Because 998 plus 5 would be 1,003. It's a weird way to show it, but I don't think they were intending for us to get that high. I don't think that that's intended. Ooh, magnet. Awesome. Okay, medical drone. Let's go. And if there was any doubt in what upgrade we're getting, we're definitely not getting the defensive one. Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. It felt like I was going to get stuck there. Okay, SOS, get medical drone leveled all the way up, and now we just have the evolution, and then we just have the resuscitation. So, again, if the resuscitation works like it's supposed to, because again, when I tried it before, it didn't work exactly the way I thought it was supposed to. Maybe I'm misreading it, which has definitely happened before. I've definitely misread skills before, but the way I understand it is that once you die, right, when the squad's health drops to 0, medic automatically uses defibrillator to revive everyone. The battery needs time to recharge after each use. So I'm assuming that once you pick this up, you basically have a revive in your back pocket, and then this cooldown starts ticking off. But when I used it last time, I just immediately died. So we'll see. So we could go this. We could get an additional 2 healing per second, or we could not and go offense. Since we're here, I'll pop this, but again, we're not taking anything here. I'm curious, is this reading differently? No, I think it might be maxed out. It's not changing anymore. Ability duration, weapon crit damage, ability crit chance, ability cooldown reduction. Let's do this on Ghost. I think Ghost has more abilities that are kind of short-term that I want to trigger multiple times, right? Like Tank, the blades stay active for a long time. I mean, obviously you want a quick cooldown on the mines, but we're already all set on Fury Unleashed. We don't need that to be any higher. And then, what was his last ability? Oh, yeah, the bombs. We could increase that, but overall, I think everything on Ghost we want to be firing off as fast as possible. Okay, now we're just going to force this, get this up. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I don't need the item that bad. Oh, we're going to have so many points to spend for meta-aggression. We're already at 17 points. Yeah, see, there we go. That's kind of what I expected, the one-hit kill. I think it was actually 2. When I looked up quick, it looked like we were at like maybe 2/3 health. And then we just got smacked for a big ol' smackaroony. So, yeah, 49 million damage. Not too shabby. Yeah, see, Sawblade drone still, I mean, crazy. Obviously, it's active way more often, so that's why the damage is going to be up a lot higher. But man, that second layer of blades did it such justice. 27 million out of the 34 million on ability damage is craziness. Craziness. What do we have over here? So Wind Cutter, yeah, Wind Cutter is doing, I mean, it's doing more damage than Woodcutter. I mean, and to be fair, like, what was the time on that? 4408, 43. Okay, so we had this for a little bit less time. But yeah, this damage is just absurd. Not surprised to see minigun second, but let's see, what have we got over here? Spearmint 21. Yeah, see, I mean, her damage is not that good. So realistically, like, pick up what you need for the synergy, but then don't really... Wait, we also... Okay, so yeah, so I don't think resuscitation is working. Now that I'm thinking about that, unless I'm misunderstanding how this works, I don't think it's working. Because we definitely shouldn't have died there. Unless we just died again so fast. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how it works, but yeah, I suspect that it's not working properly. But yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. And then Hollow Ghost, yeah, not too much, not too much. Kunai surprisingly did a lot of damage. Wait, and then I'm not seeing Shuriken. Shuriken is literally broken. So there's definitely some stuff that's not working properly. As you can see, yeah, it's just broken. Okay. Yeah, so that's some kind of healing regeneration. And then what we got up here? Just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Yeah, I don't think this is actually working. Okay, well, I mean, that's the best run that I've had so far. What was it? It was like 44 minutes, I think. We can look over here. Base time 44:08 plus the minute and a half. Yeah, so we were about like 45 minutes. Not too shabby at all. How many levels do we get? How many points do we get for this? We should get a whole bunch. We should get a lot. Only 14 for Ghost? Man, that sucks. Well, the 17 training points is more so what I need. Most of these trees, these are kind of the characters that I use most, so I kind of have them all good. But these training points, I need a lot of these. So yeah, guys, there you go. Again, I do think that interaction between tank and medic, I think it's broken. I can't imagine that's what they intended it to be. Now, that being said, will I abuse it to hell while it's available? You bet your ass I will, because it's very powerful. Now, we're not going to do like every video in the future with this pairing. Obviously, we're gonna swap it up. So that way it's not the same video over and over and over again. But as I'm grinding points here, yes, I will 100% be using these two as a pair basically the whole time as I'm trying to grind up points, because it's absurd. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, you had a good time, would you kindly smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelike action. But for today, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.